Hello guys, this is Farmer Prep Vote. If you have been shortlisted for the University of Ghana School of Pharmacy entrance exam and you are wondering what to study, where to study, and then what to expect in the exam, and probably wondering how the structure of the exam is going to be, then this is the right video for you. My name is Emmanuel Gansa and I am level 400 student in the University of Ghana. So today I'm going to break down the structure of the exam and then what to study, the key areas they're supposed to study, and then what to expect. And at the end of this video, you're going to be confident to write the exam and they are going to pass and then become a student in the University of Ghana School of Pharmacy. The exam typically consists of 120 to 150 objective questions covering subjects such as mathematics, English, chemistry, biology, a bit of physics, and then general knowledge. And when it comes to general knowledge, you are talking about current affairs. Mathematics, expect a mixture of both basic and applied questions. So the key areas that you're supposed to look into include word problem, permutation and combination, general algebra, coordinate geometry, and then profit and loss. So the profit and loss, you have to include both simple interest and then compound interest. So when you're learning, don't just memorize the formulas. Solve some of the questions you have in your textbooks, and then understand how these questions work and then how to apply the knowledge that you've gained to solve real-life problems. But the questions in these areas usually are real-life problems. Now let's focus on English. So for English, what you're supposed to focus on is subject-verb agreement or concord, and then antonyms and then synonyms. So the words are very easy, they are not that difficult. They are the words that you've heard in your teachers or the very words that we use, right? And then the subject verb agreement, you just have to understand what it is, because the question has been structured in such a way that it tests your understanding and then your attention to details. Chemistry forms a major part of this exam, and the topics you're supposed to focus on includes nuclear chemistry, electrochemistry, acid, bases and salts, state of matter. Then we have organic chemistry and then chemical equilibrium. So don't just memorize the definition, you should actually understand the concepts, because the questions are going to be concept based. But then it's not going to be difficult. It's actually the basic thing that you learned in SHS, right? So you just have to understand, and then when it comes to the calculation aspect, you just get very comfortable with the calculation, because there are calculation questions in it too. Biology is very concept based, right? And then the key topics you're supposed to focus on includes DNA and RNA replication. We have genetics, we have the human body system, we have meiosis and mitosis, then we have the basic human ecology and anatomy. And then you should also get comfortable with the evolution and then how the Weber equilibrium. Okay, that's very important. Just read through it and then understand how it's like, right? And then for the genetics, you have to actually be comfortable with the crossing, right? And then the various conditions associated with it. But then don't really dive deep into it. It's just the surface questions, right? So physics does not really form a major part of the exam, but that doesn't mean you should ignore it. There are some various topics that you need to explore before you sit in front of the exam paper. And then these topics include the kinematics and projectile motion. We have the mechanics and a bit of wave phenomenon. So for the wave, just understand the basics, and then the mechanics and then the kinematics. Just practice the questions and then understand how to solve the questions, so that if it is put forward in an application form, you know how to do it. Last but not the least, the general knowledge aspect. So this is usually the current affairs, and then they can ask you any questions so far as this part is concerned. I quite remember during our time it was from question 1 to question 30 or question 15. Yeah, and then you're just going to get the general knowledge questions. So they can ask you questions like the Vice Chancellor and then the Chancellor of the University of Ghana, the Dean of the University of Ghana, and they can also ask of recent event that has happened, just as let's say the incoming World Cup, what will it be happening, and then how many times has Ghana gone for the World Cup, and then how many profits we have AFCON, anything relating to sports, And then they can also ask for the meaning of some of the local symbols, like the Adinkra symbols. I know it's already fast, but then just prepare for them. You can also be asked questions like who is the recent CEO of FTA. They can also ask you the largest mosque in West Africa. So these are questions that they can ask you so far as this part is concerned. So just prepare for them. Now, the total number of hours for the exam is 3 hours. So you just have to time yourself as you're practicing, so that when you get to the exam, you will not use more of the time, right? But then I probably think if you practice and then follow all the things that I've said, you will require a less amount of time to do the exam. Also, keep yourself updated with current information that is coming, right? So current affairs, just keep yourself updated, because this forms as in 1/3 or 1/4 of the questions that will be given in the exam. If you found this video helpful, click on the like button, share, subscribe, and then leave a comment. I will make subsequent videos to dive deep into each of the topics that I suggested.